What's up, guys? The Chicken King here, back with another tier list. And for this tier list, we're going to be having all the Breath of the Wild characters. Last tier list, we did the Mario characters based on how likely they are in Smash. And today we're doing the same, but for Breath of the Wild. So let's start off with Beetle. I gotta give him C because at least he has some form of way to be possible. Next up is this guy. I mean, he's a Goron. He can roll up in a ball, but he has back cramps, and he could use the cannons, but it's B. Bolson, again, is C. He just has no moveset potential. Urbosa, however, is A on how likely. It is decently likely that we will get a champion because of Age of Calamity. And if there's going to be a champion they're going to add, it probably wouldn't be Urbosa, but Urbosa has a chance. Urbosa could use like her Scimitar and her Daybreaker Shield, and also the Thunder, which could be cool. And maybe it could be like effective against flying enemy characters. I guess B. Calamity Ganon. He's too big, but I have to give him C because, well, they added Ridley. D. He is literally not able to move. Cherry cannot move. The Great Fairy. We don't even know if the Great Fairy has legs. So, C. Daruk. This, I think, is the most likely Zelda character. I mean, Breath of the Wild. I might be wrong when I go through all these characters, but Daruk would just be awesome. He could go into a ball, he could use his big attack, he could have his shell as some sort of defense. He has Daruk's defense. He has and maybe for Final Smash he could use Rudania and he could, like, I don't know what he'd do, but whatever. Daruk's S. Great Deku Tree is too big, even compared to Ridley, and also he's a tree. Same thing for this statue, but at least he's not too big. Now, I don't remember which guard this is. I think this is Dorian, because Dorian's the only one that has some significance. Well, I mean, he could have any actually potential. Like, he's a guard, he could use like Yiga stuff. He could be cool, you know, but compared to other Breath of the Wild characters, there's not much of a chance. Oh, oops. Next up is, I think his name's Hudson. D. We haven't seen him do really anything. He's likelier than Bolson just because he's bigger. This character. Now, Impa is old in this game. But what if for Impa they don't do Impa but they do younger Impa, the one that we're gonna see in Age of Calamity. And also, or they could go Hyrule Warriors, whichever one. I'd love to see Impa. Impa has got to be the most likely Zelda character because Impa is simply the next most relevant. Like, sure, champions because of Breath of the Wild, Age of Calamity, but Impa. It's got to be Impa. If there's going to add another Zelda character, it's got to be Impa. Next up is the guy who paints stuff. Maybe he could use a paintbrush as an attack, but that's all of his potential. A old bird. Again, about no potential. But, I mean, I guess he could slap people with his wings, so he's more likely than them. Yeah, you're starting to see that a lot of people are not very likely. Well, he is a Rito, so I'll give him B because he could use some Rito stuff and he could slap people with his accordion, or maybe he'll just make them go to sleep like Jigglypuff. Another great fairy. This one's even less likely because this one's less iconic. King Dwarf, too big alert. Oops. Yeah, too big alert. Too big alert. King Rome. If he's anything, he's C tier. But at least he has some form of potential. Wait a second. Why is Beetle this high in C tier? Ooh, he is A tier. He's in moveset potential, but B tier because he's not likely. But let's do moveset potential for this one, and because the thing is that he could like use some sort of Yiga clan stuff. He could do his attacks. His boss fight isn't that cool, but he could be a pretty cool character in Smash. Link himself. He's the least likely character because he's already in. The Horse God. Not as unlikely. Well, it's a Zora, so I've got to give them C tier because they actually have a chance of having a moveset. But still, that chance having a moveset is just basic Zora stuff, like swimming. Oh, another great fairy. Let's just throw that one again low. Mifa, however, has got to go in A. Not as likely as Impa or Daruk, but here's why. Not Impa. Wait, why did I click them? Oh, oops. Mifa is likely because Mifa has that trident, and also, as we saw in Age of Calamity trailer, she used that and attacked in the eye could be a cool attack. I'm giving Mifa S, and also Mifa is also a pretty popular champion. Sheikah monks. Again, they can move, but oh, wait! Monk Mazcotia. Oops, forgot about Monk Mazcotia. They're going in B. You know, this should be an E. I mean B, not E. But why had Casket there? He should be right here. Hestu. I'm not even sure if he can see. So he's D. Again, 0% moveset potential. Okay, a random Korok. Again, a 0% moveset potential. Purah. I'm gonna put her in B just because we don't know what she's gonna do in Age of Calamity. Revali's gotta be A tier. I know people don't like Revali, I'm one of them myself. But Revali does have some moveset potential, like he could fly around and he could shoot arrows and do other Rito things, but yeah, he's gotta be A tier. The 5-year-old Queen of the Zoras, sorry if that, but yeah. The Thunder Helm, if you use the Thunder Helm, that gives you B tier. Yeah. Robbie, again, we don't know what's gonna happen with him in Age of Calamity. I'm gonna give him a little advantage over Purah because he does a lot of stuff with Guardian parts. Because we don't know what's gonna happen in Age of Calamity, so we're gonna keep Robbie in B tier. Next up is this guy. Again, his moveset potential 0%, but he looks creepy, so he's gonna be even lower than Paya. Oh wait, he could, like, I don't know, paint people. Never mind, he goes right here. Sidon! I've got to give him B. Because Sidon, even though you don't really see him do any attacks, he's a Zora and he could probably do some cool stuff. But, yeah. This guy flies around and basically dusts a bow. I'll give him B. I'm putting them at the end just because I'm not sure if it's likely they do anything with them. Oh, another great fairy. Let's just put that one right at the back. What happened to Urbosa? Wasn't Urbosa in B tier? Wait, that's not Urbosa. That's some guard. Sorry if that triggered you guys. You know Bo. He's a Goron, but... And Breath of the Wild Zelda. I actually have to give a C, simply because, well, Breath of the Wild Zelda could use, like, the Sheikah Slate for all her moves. So if for Smash 6 they redesign Zelda, then Breath of the Wild Zelda's an unlikely option. There's my tier list. You will probably disagree because you probably will disagree since I think Calamity Ganon isn't likely because even though Ridley's in, and you also probably disagree that, well, simply because there's like no likely characters. I'll see you guys in the next video.